Hey guys, this is AR Cards back with another video this week. Today, I'm going to kind of let Jake take it away for the most part, but Jake was able to pick up a nice little collection that kind of surprised us with how nice some of this stuff was. And I know, if I'm kind of jealous of them because it's some pretty sharp looking vintage cards. So I'll let Jake take it away.
Yeah, so as a vintage collector, you don't really get to open packs or get to do anything like that and get a thrill, but running into a collection like this is always super fun. It's mainly it is all 1968 tops. Some great stuff, great condition, and I got it from my buddy Tim. And Tim, thank you for reaching out and getting a hold of me because this is some great stuff for my collection. We'll get started with some of the stuff, and then I'll kind of tell a story of how he got it. So, but all the stuff I don't have sleeved, still like minor stars like Gil Hodges and Elston Howard. I believe there's Walter Austin. He's a Hall of Fame manager. You got Denny McLain. He was a great pitcher for a long time. Boog, that's one of the best names in baseball.
Yeah.
Bill Freehan, he was a good player. Bill White, he was actually on the Hall of Fame ballot. Didn't receive any votes, but he was on it this year for the Veterans Committee. Then Veda Pinson, a ton of Veda Pinson. And then after that, it turns into more commons. But I'll tell a story how he got this. So his son, I believe, is in 7th grade, 8th grade. I might be wrong, but he's around that age. And he collects cards too, and he's not a big vintage guy. Well, a guy he knew in his hometown does auctions, and in one of the estate sales, they had baseball cards, and he knew that my friend's kid liked baseball cards, so he just gave him this collection for free. And then he was wanting to buy a new rifle, so he kept some of the doubles, and then he sold me the rest of it, and so I wish I could run into a guy just giving me a collection like this for free. That is pretty awesome, but I'm happy that he got a hold of me.
And these are most of this list, kind of the commons, some of the minor stars.
There's the worst stuff that we'll have in this video, and we'll work our way up.
Next up are some of the good stuff.
Yeah, we've got some of the mid-tier stuff coming up here, and this first one is Hal McRae. If you don't follow baseball a ton, you probably don't know who this guy is, but 2,000 hits. I believe he finished 4th in the MVP running 2 or 3 times. Like, he was a really good player in his day.
This card is sharp, too.
And that card is nice. Not a very expensive card, but a great player. Super awesome to have. And, my goodness, for 68, the entirety of this collection is just sharp. I think the whole set is kind of a 4 to, I think a couple could fetch a 7 or an 8. So, it's a nice collection. But the Hal McRae there. Then this next card, super sweet card.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is the Brooks Robinson and Frank Robinson. 2 Hall of Famers. 2 of the greatest to ever do it on one card. Super sweet. And that card, again, looks awesome and really sharp.
Yes, it does.
And the centering on the back for these 68s is actually pretty dang good. That's stuff to come by on this 68 set. So that's an awesome one there. Then the next one is a Willie Stargell. And this one is off-centered, but still, again, the corners and as far as just keeping the card in just good shape that the owner could do, they did a great job of it. Looks great, super awesome card. Then the next one is a Frank Robinson, and this one is the worst one in the whole collection. And even the corners and stuff look good. It's just a miscut, something that the factory did. But still, Hall of Famer, great player. Awesome card to have.
Yep.
Then, yeah. Then next through these are some leader cards. And I'm not a huge leader card guy, so... but this one's got Roberto Clemente on it. Super awesome. Just to have a Hall of Famer on a card is sweet. And, again, card's in great shape. Super happy with it. Then the next one is kind of star-loaded. You got Hank Aaron, Willie McCovey, and Ron Santo. Again, great condition. Just super sweet card.
Yeah, all these are. They look nice.
And then I think there's 2 of these. Yep, 2 of these. And, again, then we got the Yaz, the Killebrew, and the Frank Robinson, and I got 2 of them. And again, both of them look great. So super stoked about that. Just awesome to have. Now these next 2, I think Brody will be wanting to get one of them off of me since he's a Bob Gibson guy.
I'm gonna have to sweet talk him.
But as a Cardinals fan, I love this. I mean, 68, Bob Gibson was an absolute unit on the mound. So just to have a card from this era where he just flat out went out and shut down everybody is pretty awesome to have. And again, both of them are in great shape. So super stoked about those.
That's why I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. Like, we were surprised. Like, these were like amazing shape for 68s. They're awesome.
And then the next lot I
It's all
have,
the same.
it's all the same card, and there's 5 of them. And it's the Cepeda, Clemente, and Aaron, the RBI leaders. I really like this card. And whenever I think Orlando Cepeda, even as a Cardinals fan, I don't ever think of him as a St. Louis Cardinal. So I always think that's kind of cool to see him in a Cardinal uniform. But again, all of them are in great shape. Besides this one, there's a little like divot right there on his eyebrow. But other than that, I mean, the cards are sharp and look great.
Every time I see this card too, I don't know if it's just like the shadow or like the shading of the picture or what, but like it looks like Orlando Cepeda has a black eye. I don't know if he does or not, but
it does.
It looks like he does. I don't know.
And then these next, I believe, 6, 7 cards are ones that I am going to grade. These are the big boys of the lot here, and the first one, not real great big of a card, but the Don Sutton 68 building together player runs. This one looks like it could be a 4, so I thought I'll give this, I'll grade this one along with my player runs. So super stoked about that one. Awesome card to have there. Then the next one, I've already showed this card off a couple times, but this one is like immaculate compared to the other ones. The corners are sharp, centering's great. It is off a little top and bottom, but I mean the overall condition of the card is awesome. So I'm going to send that in and get it graded.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Then this next one is another 68 Stargell. I think this one, corner-wise and everything, looked better. Centering's the exact same on this card, but building player runs, I think this right here could fetch probably a 3, so just be a good little addition to my player run. Now we're getting into kind of the bigger boys, and this is Clemente. Really, the image of this card really pops. It's clean, no creases, looks awesome. Super happy to have that one. And that right there, just whenever he first sent me the pictures, this is one of them that really caught my attention. So happy to have that one.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's nice.
Then I've got the 68 Hank, and I had this one in a 2MK that I picked up from Joey, but when I saw that this one was in the lot, I still wanted it. I mean, it's a awesome looking card, sharp. It does have a little bit of a deal down at the bottom on the back, I think, doesn't it? Like towards the, is there a little crinkle kind of?
Maybe super small.
It's just a little tiny, but
right there.
When you're having to get that nitpicky on 68 stuff, and you know that they're pretty good shape. So, again, super happy to have that one. Sweet card. Then the next one is the Lou Brock, and this one is sharp. I think this card might... I mean, with the centering, it's going to be tough, but I think it's a 6. I think a 6 would be a good grade on it, fair grade on it, because the corners are sharp. There's no wrinkles. There's nothing major wrong with it. And as a Cardinals fan, I love that card.
Yeah, that's really sharp.
But I'm stoked to have that one.
That's beautiful.
And then the next 2 are cards I had on my list that I needed to get, and this was the Tom Seaver, second year. Again, it is a little off-center, but this one isn't as sharp as some of the other ones in this lot, but still, it's a good-looking card, and I think it'll fetch a decent grade. So I'm going to send it off, get it graded. Super excited about it, and that's just an awesome card. I love the gold cups. And then this last one is the big boy.
Need a drum roll.
This here's the big boy. I have been hunting this card for 3 years now. Could never find one that was centered enough, and I finally found it. And
Jerry Koosman.
Of Jerry Koosman. I don't know. I've never heard of the Nolan Ryan guy. But,
Yeah.
and it happened to be in Mountain Home, Arkansas. I mean, that's insane. Been hunting this card for 3 years, trying to find one I like, and I finally found it. So super stoked to have this, and just an awesome addition to the PC and to the player runs that I'm building. So this collection kind of blew me away. I've bought some really awesome collections that have turned out to have some great stuff in it, but this one right here might take the cake. I mean, to have an iconic card like the Nolan Ryan rookie is just awesome.
I know. I'm jealous of this collection for sure. This thing is nice.
Well, we might be able to work out a trade. You got some stuff I want.
Yeah.
But
Well, guys, that pretty much wraps up the video. Super awesome 68 cards. We hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we did. Looking through that, like we said, it was a big surprise when we kind of saw those. So awesome collection that Jake was able to pick up. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure you like and subscribe. Helps us out a lot. We're trying to push towards that 500 subscriber mark right now. It's our next kind of big milestone. So anything helps. So once again, thank you guys, and we will see you all next week.